Well, Lacey and I are back in Washington, back at ancient Dusty Lake area, which we've been to quite a few times. This is our backup plan, so we're kind of overgeared for it. We originally were going to be doing a ridge in Idaho, and we had the gear ready for it. It was in a start during a snowstorm. The only problem was we forgot the pack covers, and it was a wet snow. By the time we would have got to camp, all our gear would have been wet, and it would have been a survival situation. So to remain flexible, we chased better weather out this way. Saw a cool sunset, stopped by Palouse Falls. And yeah, now we're here, which a lot of the gates are closed due to vandalism, it seems like, so that's kind of sketchy. Hopefully the vehicle's all right. Very Washington type sign. But yeah, here we're gonna walk all the way down Camp Long to Columbia. So it's gonna be high of the mid 40s, and the low is gonna be low 20s, upper teens. So here we go. Also filming on the GoPro again, because we were originally going to be doing a winter camping trip. We realized our pack covers are gone, so don't have the nice camera. I have it back and it's in working condition now, but yeah, didn't bring it because it's expecting harsh winter conditions, which I'm trying to shield that camera from, since in May the insurance runs out for that thing. So trying to keep it alive for the summer. Now we got to get our feet wet. The bridge is flooded over. And the GoPro wouldn't turn on for a good bit. I had to take the battery out and put it back in. It's a really good sign. Unfortunately, it looks like there's not much we're going to be able to do to avoid getting our feet wet on this trip, so that's just how it's going to be. Actually, this lower part here isn't too bad. Trail's starting to form. It's still gotta hop a boulder or two, but it's a lot better than staying in the middle. We're gonna keep heading that way and keep losing elevation all the way down to the Columbia. One last look back up to where Dusty Lake's at, because we're going to take the Ancient Lake way back tomorrow. And we're going to keep cutting westbound all the way down to the Columbia. Can't quite zoom in, but there's a coyote up there. And there he goes. I took a trail too soon and we're cliffed out. There's the Columbia, our objective right there. So what we're gonna do is get up on this plateau and work our way over to the next drainage. Because I do remember a few years ago, there is a well-worn trail down. It's like this nice little camp spot down there by some trees, like right on the river. But I think that's the trail right there. You kind of see it, but there's no getting it from here. Here's some exposure. Hey, we found the trail down to the Columbia, and we should be down there momentarily. Alright, so there's a flat mellow area over there we're probably going to camp in. The original camp spot had someone in it, and I could see the dread in their face, and we crested over the ridge and started coming down. Because there's always that classic, you got a big wide open area with lots of camping, and then you're the only one there, then someone else comes, and instead of going away from you to give you privacy, they set up right next to you. And he was probably staring at us on our way down, like thinking that exact same thing, like, please God, don't be those people. And thankfully for him, we're not those people. So we started cutting northbound up the Columbia. We're way out of sight of him now, and that should work up there. So Lacey and I are actually just gonna spend the day down here. There is flat spots to set up, but the weather forecast, what we're gonna actually want to do now is, after our just chilling down here, we're when it gets more in the evening, we're gonna go up into that's perfectly flat and grassy up there, and we're gonna cowboy camp. It's been a good minute since we cowboy camped. The last time we cowboy camped, I think, was in 2017, I think it was, on Juniper Ridge in the Dark Divide near Mount Adams. So that should be fun. It gets cold enough at night that you don't have to worry about bugs, and it's not tick season and the rattlesnakes aren't really out yet, so it's now or never for this area to cowboy camp. We got a pretty sweet view. The view's even better from up there. Got a nice setup. We're gonna make dinner and just enjoy the evening. It's pretty windy right now. It was also windy yesterday, though. My time in Washington, the second the sun has set and over the horizon, 8 times out of 10 the wind will die down. Not saying it will tonight, but we've got negative degree gear, and the low tonight in this area from our recent weather forecast projects 30 degrees, which isn't that bad. It still feels really good right now. There's a lot of duck action. If my friend Aaron were here, you'd be able to name them all off. Seems the most colorful ducks are in the smallest groups, and the least colorful ducks are in the largest groups. Whatever that means. That's what we've noticed so far. We're hanging out down by the river for about 2 hours. Really pretty place. Really warm in comparison to where we live right now. Next week we're gonna go back to some negative 8-degree weather. Good morning. Had a pretty relaxing night. Lots of owls and coyotes and ducks and some geese all night. Pretty noisy. I'm packing up a cowboy camp's a lot quicker than one with the tent, so we're on the move now and heading back to the vehicle. We're gonna head up the ancient lake drainage to get some new scenery on the way out. Made it back to the trail. That guy I was telling you about earlier was camping right there, and he saw us coming down this thing. I seen earlier, he's probably thinking, "Ah, please don't camp next to me." And right about here, we dropped on down to that trail there, and we camped around the other side of that guy. We are now heading up the ancient lake drainage.